When I was in the Marine Corps, the movie Heartbreak Ridge came out. Now, if you're as old as me, you probably remember Heartbreak Ridge. It was with Clint Eastwood. He played a crotchety old gunnery sergeant named Gunny Highway. And one of the phrases that was in that movie was improvise, adapt, and overcome. They couldn't have come up with a better three-word slogan. Now, and that might have been something that they got from the Marines, because it fits exactly with the mindset that comes with the training to be a Marine. There is no such thing as a problem you can't solve. There's no such thing as a hill you can't take. There's no such thing as a situation you can't overcome. And I have taken that thinking, improvise, adapt, and overcome, and used it in my life so often, it's become just a habit. I don't even really realize that it's a thing that a lot of people don't do or don't have. Take, for instance, I've got this back thing that I've been dealing with now for the past few years. And I have spent more time doing more things to uncover the problem, including diagnoses and seeing doctors and going to get an MRI, ruling out that that it needs surgery. And I've also spent more time doing more things to work through it and work around it and rejigger my thinking and start from scratch and throw out everything that I thought I knew. And over the last 7 months, really, 7 or 8 months of doing this, it's slowly gotten better. Slowly and slowly and slowly gotten better. I'm going to give you an example of something that came as a result of this continued thinking. I can't say that it suddenly came to me. I'm always thinking, how could this new thing have an impact, right? So I was out hiking in Lake Tahoe last 2 weekends ago, and I noticed that after I finished this longer hike, it was up a pretty significant mountain. I was out for 2.5 hours. I wore a pack on my back. And really, it's the first time I've wore a pack on my back walking or hiking in eons. I can't remember the last time I did that. But it's something I've done a lot of over my life, whether it was in the Marine Corps, humping big loads, carrying big loads, or it was in adventure racing where I'm carrying really big loads over long distances. I've done it a lot in my life. And I noticed how good my back felt after taking this hike. So I thought, wow, I wonder if doing that might lead to some healing or some improvement in my back. So I started an experiment, and I started it about 5 days ago. I haven't done it every day, but I have from I don't know, a while ago, I had bought a pack from a company called GoRuck. They kind of are the go-to place for this thing called rucking. And rucking is what we used to call hiking or humping in the Marine Corps. In the Army, I'm sure they call it either rucking or humping or hiking, or they don't really call it hiking. And rucking sounds better than humping for obvious reasons. So I bought a rucking pack, and I bought some weight to go with it. So I'm just going to show it to you. This is my GR1 hiking pack, or my rucking pack. And I bought some weight to go in it. And this is where the weight is in what could also be called as the computer pouch in the back. And I've got a 30-pound plate in there that I bought with the pack. I also bought the waist strap for it. And so I've been going out on walks now for the past 5 days. This morning I went for 3 miles carrying this pack. Sometimes I carry it on my shoulders. Sometimes I attach the hip belt and I put the hip belt on. And it feels really, really good. I can't really explain it. It doesn't make sense to me because it feels like compression of my spine would not be something good that I would want to do. But I'm not going to argue with success. Now, in a month from now, if I do it every day, I'll have a better sample of whether or not it's actually really helping or not. But I wanted to share with you more about the mindset: improvise, adapt, and overcome. How can you look at the things that are going on in your life and find a way to improvise, adapt, and overcome? Use that mentality, use that Marine Corps mentality in getting through something that's difficult, through something that you're struggling with, through something that's hard. This is kind of a long video to talk about that, but I think it's worth it. So if you stuck with me through to the end of this, congratulations. But I'm going to sign off now. So I'd love to hear about anything that you're doing or you're trying or you're considering doing to improvise, adapt, and overcome a problem that you're having. Leave me something in comments. All right, see ya.